And then King's Crossing, Gottabesavvy. Moveforlex, 100 metres to go. Well clear from late Gottabesavvy with Also Fun Sunday, but Moveforlex wins it. Moveforlex by over a length. Mollynickers the outside up to Only the Best, and then Gonski late. Mollynickers coming away. Mollynickers the filly, too good, scored by a length and 3/4. Gonski. Eugenius. Varvia up to Brereton, 150 metres to go. Varvia took Brereton, and then Big Watch. Varvia wins it. Second Brereton, Big Watch third in. Ingratiating wearing it down. Ingratiating up to General Bow. Ingratiating just in front and won the Fletchingly. General Bow struck the front, but here's St Lawrence. Let's down now. Let's rip. And the favourite won it. St Lawrence first. Overall scan to Netanyahu.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Travis Harrison Cup Day, going to be an absolute cracker. Racing returns to the Valley for the first time in a while, in a couple of months. Don't know how the track's going to play the rails out to 6 metres, I think it is. But hopefully it plays fair, because I've lent the track playing fair for a couple of my selections, but I have more focus on leaders on some of the races. But hopefully going to be a really good day. Definitely felt good to be bouncing back to form last week, having a 5-timer at Caulfield. But hopefully we can get a couple this weekend as well. Let's get into the preview and find these winners. Race 1 at Moonee Valley is a 2-year-old handicap for the Colts over the 1,000 metres, and I am with Hedged on top. I like Hedge, but I think Archer and Archer could win as well. I'll go through them both now. Hedge was really good on his debut run, was 4 wide the trip, had a torrid run, and was still good enough to run third, only narrowly beaten into that position. 2 trials prior to his debut were outstanding. They've gelded him, and he's trialled like an absolute bomb leading in. Now, I know the trials aren't everything, but you don't win by the lengths he has been. I think 460 is just a cracking price for this horse. I think he'll be suited to the Valley. Archo Nacho will be suited for the Valley because he'll either lead here or just settle off the leaders, and I think can be running well. Prince Zero ran well on debut, looked all over a winner, and just got collared late. And Prince of Fire thought could run well, but Hedged on top, race 1, Moonee Valley, 11 the win, and Archo Nacho, 5 the win on him. Moonee Valley race 2 is a 2-year-old filly's handicap over the 1,000 metres, and I'm with Spicy Margs on top again. Going again here, I think can win again. Was a good winner last start, and from the bad barrier, Bo Mertens will know what to do, having ridden a last start. And I think they'll go straight to the top and win. And I don't think they'll catch up. And the fact that Michael Price decided to run it here over the Lightning Stakes in Adelaide proves something to me. You know, they could have run her in a stakes race and run a good second or third, but they come to the Valley, a track that can play to leaders. They still had a bad barrier wherever they were going to go, but they've chosen to go here, and I think she'll lead, kick, and win. I don't think they're going to catch her. Outback mix for second, 2 from 2 to start the career, that has the sticky draw in 11. Tis Enough was impressive on debut, disappointing in its second run, can bounce back and run well at $9. And Estrella, I was happy to take on, was a moderate maiden that she won. It was a moderate race overall, so I was happy to take it on. Needs to step up to beat these. But Spicy Marks for mine, race 2 at the Valley, 25 the win. Race number 3 at the Valley is a 3-year-old handicap over the 1,600 metres, and I've got another Will on top for carrying my debut, and Matt Cartwright. And I'm pretty keen on this horse's chances. Drawn a bit sticky in barrier number 8, but has all the upside in the world. Was good at its maiden run, then won its maiden last start by a big margin. He's a big horse, but I think that'll hold him in good stead here and get another win here in this race. Elsie was good last start, winning, and was only second up there, so can improve third up. Luke Campbell takes the claim with the 54 kilos. Ma Eustace again, affordable. I thought was over the odds at $16. That horse can run well. A second up for Damien Oliver for the David Bright Oak and Matt Jenkins team from 12. And Cable Dancer, the other one I thought was over the odds as well, was consistent in its maiden campaign. Now it's in its second preparation. Takes the claim for Carleen Heffel and does have the good draw in barrier number 3. But another Will for mine, race 3, Moonee Valley, 30 the win. Race number 4 at the Valley's a 3-year-old handicap over the 2,040 metres, and I've got Torrenzino on top for Paul Pruska and Dean Yendall here. I thought it was a good winner last start, beat Moveforlex. That horse came out and won last weekend at Caulfield, and I'm pretty confident this horse can score again here. It's only had the 7 starts for the 2 wins and the 2 placings, but the last 2 wins have been really good, winning its maiden start prior to last start, and then running well and winning in town last start. It was a big jump to do that from maiden to city grade, and I think can go on with it here and get another city win, and is going to get every chance from barrier number 4, and Paul Pruska knows how to train a stayer. Gottabesavvy for second, I thought, has been really consistent in this campaign, gets the weight off, has a good draw, but needs to show something, but has been good its last 2. The Devil in, who was a big winner last start at Sandown, has the weight off for Joe McNeil, but has a sticky draw for Paddy Payne. And Superstock was the unlucky runner in his race last start, should have won, but will need to step up to win this. But I'm with Torrenzino race 4 at the Valley, 20 the win. Race number 5 at the Valley is a benchmark 100 handicap over the 2,040 metres, and I've got Flash Flood on top, though any of my first 4 could win, but I'm going to go with Flash Flood, and here's the reasons why. Been really consistent this campaign, winning or placing. Your last 2 wins have been impressive. Now gets the weight off of Carleen Heffel. Has a big weight swing on Milford, and I think can run really well and be winning here. I can see why it's favourite and drawn well in barrier number 4. Milford for second. Blake Shin aboard, goes back aboard. It's got to carry the weight, but has been good its last 2. Only been narrowly pipped on the post by Normandy Bridge and Young Ver the last start, and drawn 2 to get every chance. They could get a bit far back, and that's why I was happy to not. I couldn't quite have it on top. It's just a question of how far back he'll get, but I still think he's a ripping chance. Keats for third. You look at his overall record, it's pretty good and has run well at the Valley before. Craig Williams in the saddle. Gavin Bedge got a little run well. And Irish Flame, just ignore it. He's every run of this campaign. Hasn't seen a dry track. Finally sees a dry track. I'm expecting massive improvement back to a track he loves. And Luke Carroll gets the weight off. And he can be dangerous with 51 on his back. But Flash Flood for mine. Race 5 at the Valley. 25 the win and 5 the win on Milford the Saver. Race number 6 at Moonee Valley is a benchmark 78 handicap over the 2,500. And I'm pretty keen here on Jaykayann. Paddy Payne trains Ben Mellon the ride. Barrier number 9, no issue, gets back anyway. And last start, yes, you could say this mare was disappointing, but another could say, well, just had a big weight on a wet track. But was on the way up, and I still thought she held her ground well to the line in running 5th. Had a trial between runs, as Paddy Payne likes to do before he sends them back to the races, and did trial well. Gets the blinkers on for the result, well, going back to the races, and I think with Ben Mellon, an aggressive rider with a turn of foot at 2,500 metres, this horse is the one to beat clearly. Ferago for second did win this race last year and went through the same race prior to winning this, being the Vobis Gold Stayers last weekend, and did run well, didn't get a lot of luck in that race. Strawberry Rock beat Jaykayann last start, so has to be in there. And Double Cherry, I thought finally up to a distance this horse can run well at over the 2,500 metres, and I think this horse can show something here at $61. But Jaykayann for mine, race 6 Moonee Valley, 40 the win. Race number 7 at the Valley is the Travis Harrison Cup over the 1,600 metres, and I've got Chief El Tony on top for Alex Ray and Craig Williams to go back. Craig Williams to go back to back in the race. Has been consistent in this campaign, leading up to win. Narrowly pipped on the line last start. Dropped significantly in weight. 5th up. Hard fit, drawn well. I'm pretty confident on this horse can score the win here, and what a moment it'll be for Craig if he can go back-to-back in this race. Pashiro for a second, couldn't quite have him on top. Had him on top 2 starts ago, a start ago in Sydney where he won dominantly and paid well. Then he didn't get a lot of luck last start in Sydney, and now they come back to Melbourne. If they can use the draw, he'll be up there for a long way. Urban Awaits is the import for Nick Ryan. I think he'll run well, hitting the line well. And Junipel, if this horse runs anywhere near its best, it's way over the odds at $14. But Chief El Tony for mine and the Travis Harrison, 25 the win. Race number 8 at the Valley is a benchmark 78 handicap over the 1,600 metres for the fillies and mares, and I've got Chandon Burj on top. Comes back out of an 84 in grade to a 78 here. It's barrier number 3, D. Oliver. It's got to carry the weight, but I think can do so. And the last time this horse had Damien Oliver on at the Valley, it won, and won quite impressively. So I think it can repeat the dose again here. 4th up, back in grade, hard fit, pretty keen on its chances. Arktika was scratched from Chandon on Wednesday to run here. 4th up for Billy Pin and takes it 2 kilos off for Margs, that I think can run well. Defiant Diva, I didn't think it was under the odds, but I did find 2 above to get it beaten because it was a good run last up, though, and has been sucking punters in this campaign. Hitting the line hard, running well, as saying, back me next start, but it'll get right back from the draw, and I don't think it'll be able to make up the ground if this track is playing to the leaders. And Electric Belle looks to be over the odds for mine at $12. 3rd up, hard fit, just don't know where it gets to in the run, but race out at the Valley. Chandon Burj for me, 13 the win. Race number 9 at Moonee Valley is a benchmark 70 handicap over the 1200 metres in the get-out to finish the day, and I'm with Pereille here for Blakeshire and James Cummings. 3rd up, hard fit, Sydney form, brings it south. Perfect draw for mine and barrier number 10 to settle. Forward, back, doesn't matter. I think this horse is extremely hard to beat and is represented by the market. 280s when I did the slide, and I did that at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Now it's into 240, and I think that this horse is going to be absolutely bolting in here. I'm not going to use the M word because that went against me last week, but I think it's hard to beat here in the last for Blakeshire. Kaliuwaa Falls ran well last start at Sandown, only narrowly being beaten. And can run well here for Lindsay Smith and Dean Yendall. Orange Ears has a good form reference on the board, though was disappointing first up. And Sam's Image, right back in grade here, that's been disappointing this campaign. But Pereille in the last, Moonee Valley race 950 the win. Pretty confident can score the win in the last. Thank you everyone for watching my preview for the last of the 9 race cards for a while. 10 races next weekend. The first race that's going to be on is the Ori Star, obviously for the new season, and I can't wait. And I hope, but before that, we're going to get through this weekend first. How many winners can I find this week? More or less than last week, though I don't think I can beat 5, can I? But we'll have to wait and see. Who's your best this weekend? I'm very intrigued. I'd be very intrigued to know. Leave a